Be sure to catch the next episode of Just Talking It Up on iTunes, Stitcher, your favorite podcast app, or on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
Hey, you forgot our names.
No.
You did. You forgot our names.
Don't be silly. I'm Janet, you're Crash, see?
She's just like a goose. She wakes up in a new world every day.
This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 2nd of April. I'm James Spann. A little cooler today. Some good rain in here before the week is over. Weekend looks good. Next week, maybe the warmest so far this year. And what about severe weather next week? A lot to talk about. Let's get in there and take a look. We'll start with some of the Skycam shots around the network early this morning at the insane hour of 5 a.m. There's a look at downtown Jasper as seen from the King Building. Down to the south, that's the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma across the Alabama River. And way down south, that's a look at the Skycam in Daphne on the eastern shore of Mobile Bay. Big trough is over the east. It will be a little cooler today, but not too bad for this time of the year. We're starting off the day mostly in the 40s, but look at Fort Payne. They've got 39 up in DeKalb County. And around the nation, you can see how it's pretty cold up north, and we're just kind of catching the edge of that air mass. So highs today should be, on an average basis, about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than those of yesterday. Everybody should see a high in the 60s today. There's a watch warning map, very quiet. I mean, really quiet. About the only issue of the south, a freeze watch for parts of eastern Tennessee. On the convective outlook today, standard slight risk of severe weather for parts of southwest Texas. And tomorrow, no formal risks, just low-end 5% possibilities on the Louisiana coast and down in deep south Texas. And on Thursday here, it's just going to be a cool, soaking rain, no severe weather. These numbers look a little better. This is the expected rain for the next 5 days coming from HPC. And, yesterday I was thinking their numbers were too low. Well, that looks more like it. They've got about 1 inch here coming in on Thursday. And again, the bigger numbers will be down south near the Gulf Coast, near the coastal low. All right, model fans, let's take a look at the GFS. This is the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock local time today. It'll be a dry day. The sky partly sunny. The big trough is northeast of here. And again, a touch cooler with highs dropping back into the 60s. And off to the west, you can see our storm beginning to get its act together over Texas. This is tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time on the GFS. We are dry, with the big rains over Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. However, we note the NAM wants to bring in the rain during the day tomorrow. This is mid-morning tomorrow, and it's got some rain moving in here. So if you buy the NAM, we'll need to mention rain during the day tomorrow, while the GFS leaves everything dry. And I guess we better do a compromise and just mention some chance of light rain tomorrow, but clearly the big rain should be on Thursday. This is late tomorrow night, just after midnight, 1 a.m., coming off the GFS, and it's got the rain creeping in here. And Thursday, we're just wet. A 1,008 millibar low just south of Gulf Shores. Soaking rains here of, I'd say, 1 to 2 inches. You can see that heavier axis of rain kind of running from near Mobile up to Atlanta. This is showing rain amounts of about 2 inches near Atlanta, but again, I think we'll get a good soaking from this, and that's not a severe weather look with a surface low down to the south. We won't get out of the 50s on Thursday. Friday, the surface low moves northeast. It is just off the mouth of Chesapeake Bay, 998 millibars, and the GFS wants to leave wraparound moisture in here basically all day. If this is right, Friday would be a cloudy day. There could be some lingering rain, especially Friday morning, and a cool day with highs only in the low 60s. Ooh, but hang on. The weekend looks good. I mean, really good. This is Saturday. How about mid-70s? The GFS is printing a high of 75. We start the day in the low to mid-40s. And on Sunday, partly sunny. Moisture starts to creep back in here, but still very nice with a high up in the middle 70s. It looks just great. All right, now next week, boy, it's problematic. You can see that big trough in the west, and down below that, a very deep surface low develops on the lee of the Colorado Rockies, and that sure looks like a severe weather setup for eastern Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, maybe parts of Arkansas and Louisiana. That could be a potent severe weather outbreak on Monday. The guys at SPC have not put a formal risk in there yet, but I'm sure they will soon. And then Tuesday, the surface low moves to a point north of Kansas City with a secondary low over West Texas. And again, that is a classic severe weather look Louisiana, Arkansas, West Tennessee, Mississippi, East Texas. And then on the next day, this is Thursday, the 11th. This is 2 days after that. The surface low is way north, and we've got that band of storms coming in here, and much colder air coming in behind that. Obviously, we don't know now. This is beyond 7 days, but clearly toward the middle or latter part of next week, we'll have a big storm event. The degree of the severe weather risk, we just don't know that yet. If this is right, this would suggest mainly a damaging straight-line wind possibility with a surface low so far north with a reduced tornado threat. But again, we just don't know the specifics yet. But there's a pretty good chance that temperatures next week, before this thing arrives, could get up there toward 80. Looks like the warmest week of the year. And that means there'll be a pretty good degree of instability involved. So we just don't know yet how it's going to pan out. But we've got to watch for severe weather potential toward Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of next week, somewhere in there. And we'll keep an eye on that. And then beyond that, things look pretty quiet. This is April the 17th. That just looks dry and mild, and maybe a shower over the southern half of the state. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And if you can, watch us on television this evening or the live stream, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.